Hello, friends. Happy Monday. Happy Monday. I love Mondays. I just love Mondays. Um, okay, I have a word today that I've been putting off for a couple months. And honestly, I have notes. I never have notes. I have notes because this has been in my brain for a long time. And it's going to be a hard one. It's going to be a hard one to give because God will put you through a test that is about not fearing man and only fearing him and being obedient to him. And what he will do in this test with his servants is ask you to say things that you know will make people you love hate you even more than they already do because you're a Christian. He wants you to be able to speak out for what is right and for what he stands for, no matter what man, including those who have been placed in your immediate circle, will think of you for speaking truth. That is the assignment of God, is to speak truth no matter what human feathers it ruffles, because it is his truth. So this is the word about the battle between the rainbows. And I've been assigned to be shown a lot about the rainbow culture, the rainbow community, and the devil's actual design of it, and what's going to happen in the future, because that is the one thing that's like the hot topic issue of why my own blood relatives hate me for being a Christian. So this has to do with people really making a choice. And it's terrifying. When he showed me this, it was terrifying. I'm very scared for people because it's about making an absolute declaration and choice about which rainbow you stand for. If you know how the devil works, the devil is a counterfeiter. The devil cannot create anything new. The devil was created by God, and he was the first thing created by God in the heavens. And he knew a lot of God's plans from the very beginning, right? And then he rebelled and thought he could do it better. And that's how this planet fell. But because he was created by God, he can only twist and pervert things that God has already created. And that's where we get the rainbow flag, which now I find it weird that in the emoji icons, there's actually a rainbow flag and a rainbow, because it is different. It is two different rainbows. And choosing which rainbow you stand for is going to determine the trajectory of your family, because we are being divided. We are being very divided. God's whole gospel is based on marriage, the bride of Christ. His whole design is based on man and woman coming together to become one and create life, right? So the twisting of family and marriage is one of the devil's favorite things to do, and God's creation. So choosing which rainbow you're going to stand for, like if you truly had to put a rainbow outside of your house, which rainbow are you going to stand for? The rainbow of creation or the rainbow flag? Because, in the book of Exodus, they did this thing where they had to put something outside their house that would protect their home when the angel of death comes through, right? Your house has to be covered by the seal of God to be protected from what is coming. Also, free will can be taken. So I had this experience. This is making me shake. Like, this is so dramatic, because I had this experience when I was coming to awakening, where God showed me how the devil can take your free will. God gives us free will. God gives us free will to choose him or not choose him. The devil can take your free will. God can take your free will too at any time. But God showed me what the devil could do. How, like, he can literally take your mind. I was mind controlled. He mind controlled me to show me this. Had me go pick up a knife to myself. Like, showed me how the devil can do this, make you do things, total mind control. So when I say this next part about the family model, just know that God can blind your eyes, God can close your eyes to the truth, and the devil can change your free will. And the devil does not want in this great divide and in the true, like, you have to be making a public declaration of who you serve in this time. And those that are choosing to support the rainbow, the devil's rainbow over God's rainbow, and are currently in a family model that looks like God's family model, the devil will make sure it's not like that for very long, because he doesn't want people on his team promoting God's model of marriage and family. And God, the same way, God doesn't want his people promoting devil's model of family and marriage and love. So basically what he showed me is that, and this was second confirmed to me while I was working, while I was picking out a wedding dress. And one thing that I do when I have a new bride is I always get a vibe before they even come in, and I always like pick a couple dresses, and like it's just very weird. It's a Holy Spirit thing. And with this one person coming in, I couldn't get a vibe. And then I got a very bad feeling about the union, right? And sometimes he reveals things like that to me. And then he revealed that it's because of this. And basically, the devil is going to kill, steal, and destroy families that are choosing the wrong heterosexual married couples that are choosing to support the devil's model over God's model. Will not be heterosexual married couples for very much longer. Things will change, whether it's one person or another person. That is scary. It's scary, you guys, because there are a lot of loving, very good people in the rainbow community. There are. I know many of them. This is not something, love is love. And I do every letter gets a little bit, this is how the devil works. He came in with love, and it's okay for woman to love woman and man to love man, like in the very beginning. And when all this started coming, and that's why it was like so accepted. And now it's like a little bit inch darker, an inch darker, an inch darker. And it's just like being in a narcissistic demon relationship where, okay, it's like think about a woman who marries a man, and then she discovers that he's super corrupt, like 2 years in, 3 years in, and then like worse and worse and worse. People weren't married to politicians or whatever, like, and then you're stuck in it. That's kind of what we're dealing with like that whole issue. And this one family, they have loved ones that they love that are in this lifestyle, but you're going to have to choose for your own family and for your kids and for their future, because whichever model of the family you choose is the model that you are promoting for the future generations of your own family, and the choice that you're also making for your children. So do you want your children to be in heterosexual, lovely, committed marriages, or do you want your children to be in the Rainbow Army? Because that's where it's coming down to. And I'm sorry I was so upset during this word, but it's something he's been asking me to put out there for a long time, because the line is being drawn in the sand, and it's time to choose a side. Just to address anyone saying we support the rainbow flag, but we don't support Satan, you are deceived then. These images that I just looked up, this is how it started, was that it was all about love. And it's funny how Satan is so tricky. He's so tricky. So he uses love, 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 even though he knows nothing about love. And he also uses signs like protect humanity, all people. Like, this is for humanity. Satan hates humanity. He hates humanity. He wants to destroy humanity. He wants nobody to reproduce. Like, he wants you all to destroy your wombs and your body creating, your human creating parts. That is Satan's mission. But he has you holding signs that say, we love humanity, but we stand for the destruction of it. That is the deception. So if you are supporting that rainbow and you don't think you're supporting Satan's agenda, you are deceived. People who are screaming out against hate for God don't even realize the lawlessness that is being held back by the Spirit of God. The love that you feel every day is literally the Spirit of God. Like this one man, I watched this one dream where it was about the rapture and how like after the rapture, like there was no more rules. Like there was no more traditional marriage. Like everyone's just completely lawless, cheating, running around. Like there's no more rules. There's no more respect. There's no more honor. There's no more love. There's no forgiveness. There's no peace. Like people have really got to realize that God's spirit of love holds all the peace that there is on this planet. And when you reject God, you are literally rejecting love and peace. And it's going to show in what manifests into your life. That we are in the age of grace. God has given people umpteen chances to come to him. And right now he's flashing a neon sign saying, make a choice. What I'm going to say is, with all the rainbows everywhere and the rainbows in everyone's faces, God's people, that's our sign. That's our sign that we are close. That we are close to our promise, because we see rainbows everywhere. In fact, I saw a fire rainbow in the sky the other day on the way to the concert, and it was amazing.